As we get older, many things about our bodies begin to change. You may notice that simple tasks, like carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a chair, take more effort than they used to. For many people over 60, it's frustrating to feel weaker, even when you're trying to stay active and eat well. The truth is, age-related muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is a natural part of aging. But it's not something we have to accept without a fight. The foods we eat play a big role in how well our muscles hold up over time. And while we often hear about protein, calcium, or vitamin D, there are two lesser-known minerals that quietly support muscle health in powerful ways: iron and zinc. These minerals may not get much attention, but their impact on your energy, strength, and recovery is significant, especially after 60. According to the National Institutes of Health, iron helps your red blood cells carry oxygen to muscles, which keeps them working properly. Zinc, on the other hand, supports tissue repair and immune function, both of which are important when it comes to maintaining and rebuilding muscle. Dr. Abby Sharp, a registered dietitian and nutrition expert, explains that even small deficiencies in these minerals can affect how well you move and feel day to day. Many older adults have low levels of iron or zinc and don't even realize it. Fatigue, poor appetite, slower healing, these can all be signs. The good news is, there are simple changes you can make to protect your strength. You don't need fancy supplements or extreme diets. Just a little knowledge and a few adjustments to your daily meals can make a real difference. In this video, we'll explore how iron and zinc help prevent muscle loss after 60, how to know if you might be missing them, and easy ways to include more of these quiet heroes in your everyday food. And if you find this kind of content helpful, feel free to like the video, subscribe for more science-backed nutrition tips, and share it with someone you care about. Let's get started. Muscle loss doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow process that often begins in our 30s, but it becomes more noticeable after 60. You might feel a little weaker, tire more easily, or take longer to recover from a walk, a workout, or even a day in the garden. These signs are common, and they're not your fault. As we age, our bodies naturally produce less of the hormones that help build and maintain muscle. Testosterone and growth hormone levels drop, even in women. At the same time, our cells don't repair themselves as quickly as they used to. That means after every small injury or strain, the body takes longer to heal, and the muscle tissue doesn't fully recover. Another important factor is protein metabolism. Our bodies become less efficient at turning the protein we eat into muscle. That's why older adults need more protein than younger people, not less, as many believe. But even with enough protein, we still need other nutrients to help muscles stay strong. According to a review published in the Journal of the American Medical Directors Association, older adults with low levels of certain micronutrients, including iron and zinc, were more likely to experience accelerated muscle loss. This means that the quality of what we eat matters just as much as the quantity. You may also move less than you did when you were younger, and that matters too. When muscles aren't used regularly, they shrink. It's a use it or lose it situation, but even light movement, combined with the right nutrients, can make a big difference. So if you've noticed your legs feeling less steady, or your arms getting tired faster, it's not just aging, it may be your muscles asking for more support. If your muscles feel like they just don't bounce back the way they used to, you're not alone, and it's not just about getting older. Sometimes, your body may simply be missing what it needs to keep up. One of those quiet but essential helpers is iron. Let's talk about how it supports your strength, your energy, and your ability to stay active, one day at a time. Iron is often talked about in relation to red blood cells and anemia, but its role goes far beyond that, especially when it comes to muscle health. Your muscles need oxygen to function. Every time you lift a bag of groceries, stand from a chair, or take a walk around the block, your muscles use oxygen to create energy. And iron is what makes this process possible. It's a key part of hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your body, including your muscles. When iron levels are low, your muscles simply don't get enough oxygen. The result? You feel tired more quickly, you may get out of breath easier, and your muscles may not perform the way they used to. Over time, this lack of oxygen can reduce your strength, your stamina, and even your interest in being active. According to the National Institutes of Health, iron deficiency is one of the most common nutritional issues in older adults, especially in those who eat less red meat or have digestive changes that affect absorption. And it doesn't always lead to full-blown anemia. Sometimes, even a mild shortage can make a noticeable difference in your energy and mobility. Dr. Mary Ann Johnson, a nutrition researcher specializing in aging, notes that iron deficiency often goes unnoticed in seniors because the symptoms can seem like just aging. Feeling tired, a little foggy, or weaker than usual. It might not be your age, it might be your iron. The good news is that iron can be found in many everyday foods, and your body will respond when you start getting enough. Increased energy, better endurance, and stronger muscles are all possible with improved iron intake, especially when combined with light physical activity. So if you've been feeling more sluggish lately, or if your muscles tire out faster than they used to, it might be time to take a closer look at how much iron you're getting from your meals. And while iron plays a powerful role in keeping your muscles moving, it's not working alone. There's another mineral that often goes unnoticed, but it's just as important. Let's talk about zinc. Iron deficiency often goes unnoticed, especially in older adults. That's because the signs can be subtle at first. You might feel more tired than usual, or get winded doing something that used to feel easy. Your muscles may start to feel weak, even though you haven't changed your routine. And when these changes happen gradually, it's easy to assume they're just a normal part of aging. But there's a difference between aging and lacking support. When your body doesn't get enough iron, the muscles don't receive the oxygen they need to function well. This makes daily tasks feel heavier and more tiring. Something as simple as walking across the room or lifting a laundry basket can leave you short of breath or needing to sit down sooner than expected. One study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with low iron levels performed significantly worse on muscle strength and endurance tests, even when they were otherwise healthy. That means iron deficiency doesn't just affect your energy, it directly impacts how strong and steady your muscles feel. There are other signs, too, that may show up in quiet ways: a pale complexion, feeling cold more often, trouble concentrating, or even feeling down emotionally. In some people, iron deficiency can also affect appetite, which only makes things worse, because eating less means getting even less iron. And here's the tricky part: by the time symptoms become obvious, your levels may already be quite low. That's why it helps to be aware early. If you've noticed that you get tired faster than you used to, or that your legs feel heavy or shaky when you walk, it might be worth having your iron levels checked. A simple blood test can offer a lot of answers and help you take action before the problem becomes more serious. Thankfully, iron is something we can improve with small, steady changes in diet. But it's only one piece of the puzzle. There's another mineral, just as overlooked, that helps your muscles heal, grow, and stay balanced over time. Let's take a closer look at zinc. Zinc doesn't always get the attention it deserves. It's not as well known as calcium or iron, but when it comes to keeping muscles healthy as we age, zinc quietly plays a very important role. One of zinc's main jobs is helping the body repair itself. Every time your muscles experience tiny wear and tear, like after walking, lifting, or even standing up from a chair, zinc steps in to support the healing process. It helps rebuild muscle tissue, supports the immune system, and keeps inflammation in check. Without enough zinc, the body struggles to recover as quickly or efficiently. This matters even more with age. As we grow older, our muscles naturally take longer to recover. The body doesn't rebuild quite as fast as it used to. That's why zinc becomes especially valuable. It helps the body bounce back, maintain strength, and prevent muscle loss over time. There's also a connection between zinc and protein metabolism. In simple terms, zinc helps the body use the protein from food to build and maintain muscle. So even if you're eating enough protein, a lack of zinc can make that effort less effective. That's something many people don't realize. Research from the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging has shown that seniors with higher zinc intake tend to maintain more muscle mass and perform better in strength and mobility tests. This doesn't mean you need to take large doses, just that steady, consistent intake matters. Zinc is found in a variety of foods, including beef, chicken, shellfish like oysters, and even beans and whole grains. But absorption can be a bit tricky. As we age, our digestion changes, and the body may not absorb zinc as well as it once did. That's why getting enough, consistently, becomes so important. If you've noticed more frequent soreness, slower healing from small injuries, or more frequent colds or infections, those might be gentle signs that your zinc levels are running low. It doesn't always shout, but your body knows when something's missing. The good news is, zinc is another mineral you can improve through small daily habits. A balanced meal here, a few mindful choices there, it all adds up. And while both iron and zinc are crucial for supporting muscle health, it's not just about getting enough of each. It's also about how well your body absorbs them. So let's explore how to improve absorption, naturally and gently. Getting enough iron and zinc is important, but just as important is how well your body absorbs them. And as we get older, absorption can become a bit more complicated. Let's start with iron. There are two types found in food, heme iron and non-heme iron. Heme iron is found in animal-based foods like beef, chicken, and fish. It's the easier kind for your body to absorb. Non-heme iron is found in plant foods like beans, spinach, and fortified cereals, but it doesn't absorb as easily. Here's a simple tip: eating vitamin C with iron-rich foods can boost absorption, especially for non-heme iron. So if you're having beans or oatmeal, try adding strawberries, a few slices of orange, or even a little bell pepper to the meal. That small combination can help your body take in more of the iron it needs. At the same time, it helps to know what might block iron. For example, having coffee or tea with a meal can reduce iron absorption, especially the non-heme kind. So if iron is a concern, it may be better to enjoy your morning cup a little before or after eating. Zinc has a different story. It's found in both animal and plant foods, but your body absorbs zinc better from animal sources. That means meats, eggs, and seafood are especially helpful. For those who prefer a more plant-focused diet, soaking or sprouting beans and whole grains can make zinc more available to the body. Cooking also helps break down compounds that interfere with absorption. These are small changes that can make a real difference over time. You don't need to overhaul your diet. A bowl of chili made with beans and lean beef, paired with a side of fresh tomatoes, gives you both zinc and iron, with a little vitamin C to boost the benefit. Or a piece of grilled salmon with sautéed spinach and a splash of lemon. Simple meals, gently supporting your body's needs. If you're wondering whether you're getting enough, talk to your doctor about checking your levels. They may suggest a supplement, but many people can improve with food first. It's all about creating the right environment inside your body so the nutrients you eat can actually do their job. And as with so many things in health, consistency matters more than perfection. Now that we've covered how these minerals work and how to help your body use them better, let's bring it all together with some easy, practical meal ideas you can enjoy without stress. Let's bring everything together now with some easy, nourishing meal ideas. You don't need a complicated diet or special ingredients, just a few thoughtful combinations that gently support your body's needs. Think about starting your day with a warm bowl of oatmeal. On its own, oatmeal is a good source of iron, though mostly the non-heme kind. But you can help your body absorb more by adding sliced strawberries or a handful of blueberries. A sprinkle of chopped walnuts gives you healthy fats, and if you stir in a spoonful of almond butter, you add both flavor and a little more zinc. It's simple, comforting, and helps set a steady tone for the day. At lunch, a tuna salad sandwich on whole grain bread can go a long way. Tuna gives you zinc, along with a bit of iron. Whole grain bread adds fiber and more non-heme iron. Add some tomato slices or a few orange wedges on the side, and now your meal includes the vitamin C needed to help absorb that iron. It's light, easy to prepare, and balanced. Dinner is another good chance to build in both minerals. Imagine a plate of grilled chicken with sautéed spinach. Chicken gives you heme iron and zinc. Spinach has non-heme iron, and when it's cooked, it becomes easier to absorb. A little squeeze of lemon juice on top brings in vitamin C without much effort. Add a side of quinoa or brown rice, and you've added more minerals plus fiber for digestion. The meal feels hearty but not heavy. If you enjoy soups or stews, those are perfect too. A beef and bean chili made with tomatoes, onions, and peppers gives you a warm, mineral-rich meal without much fuss. And leftovers can be even better the next day. You can also snack smart. A small handful of roasted pumpkin seeds is packed with zinc. A boiled egg adds both protein and minerals. Even a slice of whole grain toast with peanut butter can make a difference when it's part of a thoughtful routine. What matters most is that these meals feel doable. They don't require big changes, expensive ingredients, or a new lifestyle. They simply fit into your day and quietly help protect the muscle and strength you've built over the years. In the end, nutrition isn't about perfection. It's about building a rhythm that supports you, gently and consistently. And now that we've seen how iron and zinc work, and how easily they can be part of your daily life, let's wrap up with a few reflections and a warm reminder you can carry with you. As we come to the end of this conversation, it's worth taking a quiet moment to reflect. Your muscles have carried you through a lifetime of moments, lifting groceries, walking in the park, hugging loved ones, and simply getting you where you needed to go. They've worked hard for you, day after day. And now, they ask for just a bit of care in return. The beauty is that this care doesn't require anything extreme. It comes from steady meals, small decisions, and the willingness to stay gently in tune with your body. Iron and zinc may be quiet players, but they work in the background, keeping you strong, stable, and able to enjoy what matters most. Maybe that means walking without feeling winded, or standing up from a chair with ease, or simply having the energy to play with your grandchildren, tend to your garden, or prepare a favorite meal. These things aren't little. They are everything. And it's never too late to make a small change. Adding a few iron and zinc-rich foods, combining them with vitamin C, and being mindful of balance, it all adds up. Not overnight, but over time. Gently. Naturally. If this video gave you something useful, or simply helped you think a little differently about your meals, we invite you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend who might benefit too. Your small action could help someone else feel stronger, too. Thank you for spending this time with us today. May your days be full of warmth, movement, and quiet strength, supported by the little choices that truly matter. Until next time, take good care.